recording?
Yes. All right. The bird is a lovely creature in the background. All right.
She's
So
noisy
yeah,
today.
you guys were drinking last night, and all find yourselves either asleep. I'm assuming you're asleep right now, Eliwick.
Yep.
And Razik, you're sleeping,
Sleep.
right? Okay. I wasn't sure if you actually were playing with the crystal or not. All right. So Eliwick, actually, this is kind of hard to juggle. It kind of happens simultaneously. Eliwick, you hear thunk thunk, and then you kind of, with your eyes being closed, you see like this bright flash, and it like wakes you up and stirks you. After what we talked about, you are still in darkness, but you feel like wood flooring underneath you, and you hear like the shuffling of noise all around you. You think you hear like panting of a dog, a mewing of a little kitten, and whatever Eliwick will say right now.
What? Who's there? Warden, get up! Get up, Warden! That's what I say.
Alright. You there, Stuxia, right?
Yeah, I feel like Sturxia would just be too shocked to be like saying anything.
Show
She'd just
yourself,
be, like,
say
kinda-
something! Just standing there?
Like maybe like looking around, like trying to see if I can get a bearing for my surroundings. You know, but not saying anything because I'm like not sure exactly what's going on.
You feel like a wetness on your hand is like something licks it.
Ah!
Who's there? I heard you! Show yourself! No, you can't see, there's no light! Identify yourself before I get my axe!
It's me, Sturxia. Friend or foe?
Sturxia? Oh my gosh, it's been so long! Where have you been? Hold on, let me get... Ow, hold on. Warden, move out of the way.
And actually, as you say that, you say Warden, but it felt lower and stiff, and you feel Warden by your side. Something else is on the floor.
Not Warden. Hold on, I need to get a light. And I'm stumbling around trying to light up the little whatever lantern is in the room. I'll get it open, and now the room is illuminated.
Illuminated.
Oh, you lit up the room?
Yeah.
Right. So the light comes on the torch, I'm assuming, right? Did you say lantern? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, I mean, I figured whatever's in the room.
You light whatever you lit, and it lights the room. And you see a confused Sturxia standing before you in her, glorious goblin form. And you see on the floor Esmira, one of Razik's companions, laying on the floor.
Oh my gosh. We've been waiting for you guys. Are you okay? Where did you go?
Can I see now, or like?
Yeah, you can
am
see.
I like blind? Okay, I didn't know if I was
just
blinded from the crystal.
No, you can see.
Okay. Eliwick, it's so good to see you.
Yeah, where have you been? What happened? Last thing we know that you just got sucked into the crystal, the ball.
I don't know.
The sphere.
I was transported into this different realm where there was the ocean and the lighthouse and the sea serpent, the one from the eye.
What? Like, was it a dream? What did you see? Did you interact with anybody? Who was there?
No, I saw the sea serpent, the one that wants its eye back.
Oh.
He threatened to keep me there forever if I didn't bring the eye back to him, the crystal.
And that's what we have going here. That's this thing that you were sucked into, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, did you tell him that you were going to bring it back?
That was the only thing I knew how to do. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it, but I had to get out of there some way.
Yeah. So you weren't hurt, but what about you? And I gestured to the being on the floor. What about her? Was she there, or were you just alone?
Hold on, I gotta look.
Hold on, let me look through my brain files.
I don't remember seeing her. I think she was like,
No, yeah, shoot. Esmira,
or I
the
do.
one on the floor is that girl that was with you the whole time.
I know, but do I remember seeing her in the other realm?
Yeah, she was there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I did see her there.
Did she talk to the serpent too, or was it
Was it just?
you?
Remember, she's the one that said it was, that
Oh
line.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
all
it's
It's
okay.
over.
okay.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah. Um. She tried to warn me not to trust him, but she didn't tell me or tell him not to trust me. So.
And now she's unconscious.
Mhm.
Well, very glad you're back. You've missed a little bit of things. We have somebody new traveling with us. Um, Sunny talks a little bit more. And yeah, everybody I think is downstairs drinking, I think. Should we go get them? Tell them you're here, or did you want to just sleep it off and I'll surprise them in the morning?
Um. I'll go say hi to everyone, but I'll probably come sleep it off after.
Okay. Um, okay, let me just get dressed real fast and I'll go down there with you.
I love it.
And are you just gonna leave Esmira sitting on the floor, laying on the floor?
Well, what am I supposed to do with her? I'll throw a blanket over her.
Sure, that works. Are you gonna check if she's breathing?
I'll like kind of nudge her and see if she responds, like with my foot.
I mean, do medicine check here.
Okay.
See how good your judgment is from nudging them with your foot.
Okay, hold on. Wait a second, where am I? Like, where's my character? Am I in the wrong one? No, I'm in the right one.
Alistair.
Honey, where's my character? Yes.
And where's the other one?
It just says Miranda and Alistair. Handouts, shops, party, players. Oh, you organized it to something weird. I had to go searching. All right, hold on. Let me find medicine. There we go. $13. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I get dressed quickly. I'll kind of tell Warden to keep an eye on Sunny. Stand guard, because I'm assuming Sunny is still asleep, hopefully. And sleeping soundly. Well, I guess we'll... Yeah. There, little bee. Okay. Check on them, and then I guess I was like, okay, okay, let's go, I guess. Man, it's... Yeah, I wonder how long I've been sleeping. What time is it even? Hopefully they're still down there. I'm saying all this as we're like walking down the stairs.
Oh, Eliwick mumbling to herself.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if you're talking at him, we can't hear you.
Son of a bitch. I was. Okay. Yeah, you guys head down. Did you hear the turtle bit with the boogers? Or no?
Nope.
Fuck!
Nope.
Oh.
Totally
Miranda
missed
just
that.
hearing
We could
me
leave
by
that.
myself?
We could leave
Yeah.
that out.
No, she peeked into the shell to see his little beak, and then in his little nose slit, a little booger bubble going. Whoa. Anyways,
Yeah.
you
And
guys.
the Esmira, is that her name? Esmira?
Oh, you didn't hear the medicine check either?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she nudged her with her foot and heard like a breath of air and assumed she's fine. Anyways,
Yeah.
you guys head downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assuming, let's say you guys are still up, just to get this out of the way.
Absolutely.
guys are
I am
drinking?
semi-drunk.
So what are you doing right now, down there?
I am attempting to flirt with random bar women very poorly.
That pans out. So you're like going up to different women, and you're talking to
Oh, for
this
sure.
one girl, just to realize that it is a dude with a beard, and you had no idea. Um,
Get up in the door.
Oh, and I turn around and I see people coming down the stairs.
yeah, and you guys see as he's attempting to, flirt with different women, and underneath the table, curled around the base of a table, is to you, Eliwick, you see Poe, curled around the table with a bottle of wine in her hand. Just like the part that holds up the table, she's curled around
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
And Razzik, what are you doing?
Zeeg's over by the bartender. Ah, you're right. He didn't notice you was a man. And hands him a silver.
All right.
And I walk up to Razzik. Did you know that that's a dude? I couldn't even tell.
Nah, completely surprised me too. How about that one over there? Oh shit, it's dyslexia!
Who'd you guys give money to?
Bartender.
Oh, okay. So it's the innkeeper, and it's a gnome, and he's like on stilts. But yeah, go ahead. Just wanted to throw that out there.
I feel like you can't just throw out gnomes on stilts and move on. Anyways.
But Michael said that. Oh, what about that person over there? It's Dirksia.
Yep.
Okay.
And I look over and I see Starks, and I was like, oh, she's back. That's excellent. This is good news.
Hi, everyone.
So, how was your adventures in the crystal? I mean, I shouldn't talk about this down here, right?
I mean, nobody. I don't know if they'll. That's up to you guys.
You're
No,
drunk,
I'm
so I don't
asking.
think you
I'm
really
saying
know.
that
Oh.
to Razzik. Saying it to Razzik. I probably shouldn't talk about that down here, right?
I think we're too drunk for him to take us seriously.
Is that really Starksia? I'm not just seeing things.
It's
Yeah,
really
And I
go
walk,
fast.
I walk over to Starksia and I totally face palm your face with my hand. Like, oh,
Mac.
that's
Oh,
Starksia. Sorry, Starksia.
it's okay.
No, but really, how are you back? Oh, Razzik. Where's Razzik's friend?
Oh, she's unconscious.
Oh, was she drinking too?
Was she Dirksia?
No, I don't think so. At least not in the realm.
Well, Poe tried to outdrink me. She's hugging a table leg right now.
She hasn't met Poe.
But she should be fine. We
Me,
should
Poe.
oh yeah, Starksia. This is Poe. She's out right now, but we'll talk to her later. Tell me all about your adventures.
I made a commitment that I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make in order to get out of that realm.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Wait, what realm? Aren't you out of the realm? You're in this realm, right? Are we in another realm?
No, the realm I was in.
But you're out of that realm.
Yeah, but I had to make a deal there that carries on into this realm that I have to do. It's very confusing.
I am confused, so I could see how you would be confused as well.
We should drink on it.
Yeah, would you like a drink, Starksia?
I need to keep my head clear for now.
Oh,
Shoot yourself.
okay. Probably good plan. Oh, Razzik, we should go check on your friend. Make sure maybe
Want
she
to
made a
drink or
deal.
not?
Yeah,
Razzik
let's
can go up there with a drink.
Barkeep, give me a beer. And I grab an ale and start heading up the stairs. You might be muted again, Adam.
Oh, sorry. You guys. What'd you say?
I said I'm gonna grab a beer and start heading up the stairs to go.
We're gonna go check on Esmera.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So you guys head upstairs, and you guys realize in your drunkenness, you don't... Did they tell you where she was?
Nope.
Yeah, you guys get upstairs and are like, where is she? You realize you don't know where.
I don't think we thought this one through, Razig.
Well, we have two options. We go admit we were wrong, or we can start checking the doors. Razig starts banging on the first door near him.
Excellent plan. I go bang on the next one.
My god damn
I'm gonna
it.
hear this thumping and I'm gonna try and run up there before they disturb too many.
What's her name again?
Esmera.
Esmera!
Esmera! Esmera!
Guys! Shh! You're gonna wake up everyone, and then the barkeep's gonna be upset, and we're gonna have to pay extra.
The door you're knocking on, Delvin, you hear a baby start to cry. Like, who is
wrong
at
room.
my door?
Wrong room. Sorry.
You woke the baby.
That's. I'm sure it's very cute. I walk away.
Yep.
Eliwick, which one's your room?
This one.
Wait. Where is Esmeralda? Esmera?
Esmera.
She's in
Esmera.
my room.
Yeah, take us there. I have a beer for her.
I don't think she'll drink it because she's pretty passed out, but okay.
Not sure, she's already been drinking.
Clearly been drinking already. These women can't handle their ale.
Nope. Razig drinks whatever is in his hand that he brought up for Esmera.
I start drinking my beer too.
But
Okay,
yeah, so I opened them to her.
so you go into Eliwick's room, and you see her various animals in states of rest. Warden's really the only one that kind of like perks up with his tail flopping on the floor as you guys enter. Actually, laying nearby is Mira, who is currently curled up underneath a blanket on the floor.
And as soon as the door opens, I'm like, Esmera! I got you a drink! He got you a drink! Oh. She's still passed out. And I go sit down next to Warden and start petting him and like, good doggy.
Yeah.
That's a good boy.
He pants.
He's gonna go sit
Happily.
on the other side of Warden and do the same.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I start doing the little kissy lips to Warden,
And
trying to get him to lick my face.
oh yeah, he does. He immediately.
Oh
starts
yeah, I'm
slobbery.
totally making out with Warden like, oh yeah, that's my good boy!
And with each huge lick of the face, like swaths of like spittle just like fly, every
Oh, yeah.
lick. But
Oh, yeah.
he is so
I'm
happy.
loving it. I am really enjoying myself right now. Oh, should we wake her up? Wait, where'd
Look
Sturxia go?
over at Razig and he's passed out.
I'm like, oh, he looks so comfortable. Oh, where's Sturxia and Eliwick? Where'd they go?
I'm here still with you, right here, Delvin.
Oh,
Woohoo.
hey, what's up, Eliwick? You're my friend. I like you. I give her a hug.
And I pat him on the back. Pat, pat.
Okay, so what happened? How did Sturxia come back? Did you go in the crystal?
No, Sturxia. Did you follow us up?
No, I think I'm still down at the bar because I'm still trying to process everything that's going on.
Okay. Well, I was just sleeping, and then all of a sudden I heard a great clatter, and I woke up, and then there she was.
You woke up to see what was the matter?
Yes.
Not a
Well-
creature was stirring.
No, we were all asleep. Yep, we were definitely all asleep. And then she said she came out and that she was like in a different place and talked to a serpent and had to make a deal for her to come back. And then she came back because she made a deal.
Smart lady. Making deals is always the best way to go.
Yeah.
So,
but this one came back unconscious though, and I don't really know what's up, but I guess we'll let her sleep it off.
sleeping it off sounds like an excellent idea.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
And you're sleeping, Razzik?
Yeah. He's
Uh,
just passed out on the other side of Warden.
I'm gonna I fall down on the ground, like on all fours next to Esmira, and I like start patting her face. Like, Esmira, are you awake? Wake up, Esmira.
You pat her face, and her eyes kind of like open a little bit, and you see these like yellow, like very faintly yellow eyes, like they're like a pastel yellow. And she's like, I'm sorry. I'm not on duty right now.
Neither am I. Do you want a drink, Esmira? Are you thirsty?
Maybe in the morning. And she like turns over and goes to sleep, or assuming possibly maybe.
Did she always have yellow eyes?
I don't remember.
No.
Oh. Well, that was weird. I should sleep. Weird things are happening tonight. Where did
Yes.
Sturxia go?
I think she's downstairs, still kind of processing what happened.
Yeah.
By now, I would have started to like wander back up
Okay.
to see like what's going on.
So we can get rid of the gym now, right? We could just like smash it into something.
No, I assume not, because she needs to return this. That was her deal. She needed to return it to the serpent.
Okay. That sounds like a terrible plan. But I guess that's what we're doing. Yeah. I think I just kind of like lay down next to Sturxia. Well, not Sturxia, but Esmira.
Well, I guess it's gonna be a full house tonight.
And I totally spilled the rest of my beer on your floor.
Nice. Party foul.
Mm-hmm.
Xerxia makes it upstairs and sees everyone just sleeping on the floor, shrugs her shoulders, and then just like piles in.
A cozy room with all these animals. And
All these bodies. And
All
then
these
Poe
people.
just downstairs and we leave Poe curled around the table.
well, Sturxia doesn't really know Poe. So.
That's true.
We've made an excellent first impression at this place.
Yep. Well, yeah. Remember, you guys pulled out the swords too,
Uh-huh.
and it caused a kaboom.
Yep.
But you guys
Yep.
spent a lot of money downstairs, so the
Yeah.
innkeeper's not too upset at this point. Oh, and I named the place. I forgot what we named it, but I thought you said something Halls, so I called it Vineyard Halls. That's the name of this.
Yeah.
This inn.
I think I called it like the grape halls or something, like the Hall of Grapes or something. But anyways. Yeah, I'm just going to, unless somebody wakes me up.
No.
Delvin has had his fill of alcohol and is taking a nap.
I think at this point everyone's asleep, right?
Mhm.
All right. So yeah, you guys sleep. I'm sure like into the late morning, and wake up. For various reasons. One, you start to hear a continuous repetition of "fuck," "hungry," "family." Just repeating words that as Sunny is babbling off, and then you hear Cat petting Monkey and playing with her, and Warden, barking at them, getting excited because they're like up in a corner where he can't reach.
As soon as I hear a bark, I wake up like, what the
Oh, and
fuck
it's
is that?
Deep
My
bark.
head! Jesus Christ! Oh my god, what happened last night? I had frickin' visions, and frickin' Sturxia showed up, and I dreamed of Esmira being on here, and there was like a serpent. Crazy night. Oh my god, it's actually a Sturxia!
Yep. And Admira's here too.
Oh, it wasn't a dream. Oh my god.
And Esmira kind of looks around confused, and she's like, Did I sleep with you all last night?
Yeah. We
And
all
I
just
look at her and
kinda-
go, yeah, you did. And give her a wink.
I mean, I don't remember. I'm assuming I haven't been paid yet. It'll be like for each of you, like 3,000.
I paid.
What? Three?
What?
I mean, wow!
That's
Like-
Sturxia. Do you hear this?
That is, I mean, I was joking, but my goodness, if that's what you make on the reg,
Oh,
wow.
where am I?
Razik, wake up! Your friend's awakened. She's not making any sense.
No, what happened?
Your friend is you're demanding money for sexual favors that were never done.
Um, what is the name of the city? The flying. Hold on, Razik. What's the name of that flying city?
Draconia.
Okay. And she kind of looks around. She's like, "This doesn't look like Draconia. Where am I?"
Well, that's because we're not in Draconia. Where are we? Hold on.
Comorta.
We're in Comorta. Don't you remember being in being sucked into a crystal with Sturxia? And then I gesture over to Sturxia.
I don't know
Wave.
who any of you are.
Not even this guy. And I thumb over at Razig.
No.
Not my problem.
Wait.
I'm gonna go downstairs and get something to eat.
You don't know Razik? He's like your best bud.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm really confused.
Did we get her drunk last night, Razik?
Oh. No.
On the way out of
I
the
need
door,
to think.
I yell back, "Remember, she came out of the crystal eye and was unconscious all night."
Oh, speaking of Sturxia, do you wake up?
Yeah, I interacted a little bit.
Yeah,
I
she waved
waved.
You waved.
Oh, that's right. But when you
Yeah.
wake up, you find that you woke up holding the crystal. You don't remember grabbing it or anything.
Oh shit, okay.
Do I see her holding the crystal?
Sure you do.
How big is this crystal again?
It's the size of like a little bit smaller, like a grapefruit, roughly.
Okay, so it's like a little bigger than fist size. So it could clearly be held in like her hand.
Yeah.
Okay. And I see her holding the crystal. I was like, "Holy crap! Do you sure you want to touch that? That's how you got sucked in last time."
I honestly don't know how this got here.
You guys are acting very strange. Why do you guys not remember anything? I mean, I get why I don't remember anything. I was drinking all night. What's your excuse?
If you could take me home. I don't know where Comorta is. I need to go to Draconia. I need to go home.
Razik?
Come on, sir. How many fingers am I holding up, Ezra? And then Zeke holds up 3. 4.
She's like, 4. What does that matter? Look, I'm not crazy. What happened?
Do you remember Allianz?
Why am I wearing this? And she's like wearing her like heavy armor. Would you ask her? Sorry.
No, I just named off one of the old people we would have known since Draconia.
What was the name?
Hellions?
Hellions. I don't remember that name.
Oh, shit.
Starksia, do you remember us, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, was she with you? Like, I heard you went to a realm of some sort? What?
Yeah. She was there too, and she warned me not to trust the serpent because her god will take care of it, but I wasn't sure if all of that was gonna pan out, so I just took it into my own hands.
Did she get hit in the head or something?
Did she get hit in the head or something?
How's your head feel?
You remember the flash of light and then her falling to the floor. So something could have happened.
Yeah. There's a possibility that something happened to her, or something hit her head, or Maybe lightning struck her, or I don't know.
You must be mistaking me with someone else. I don't even have a god. I don't. No, this isn't. This what you're saying. This. Am I asleep? And she's like grabbing her head and like starts to like pinch at her scales.
Do you know your name? What's your name?
My name is Esmira.
Yeah, she got that right, Razik. So that's a start. That is
Yes,
her
it
name,
is.
right, Razik?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Have I met her before, Razik?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, Esmira, my name is Delvin. I'm Razik's friend. You know Razik, and I'm sure you've met Sturxia. You guys disappeared into a crystal together. Do you remember that part?
No, I don't.
This is very strange. What's the last thing you remember?
And she kind of like stares blankly ahead. I don't know. I can't. I see people. I know that where I'm from. I know. Why don't I remember everything? And she's
Delvin,
like looks panicked.
Delvin, how do you tell someone they lost their memory for the last few years? Oh wait, I mean, just wait here for a second, Ezra. It's like outside, Delvin.
Hold on. We'll be right back. Sturxia, watch her. I'm gonna step out the door.
Okay.
What's up, Razik?
Deal with someone who lost their memory. I don't know what's wrong with this. I'm not a doctor.
Do I look like a doctor? I could.
It's like we need a doctor.
There's probably a doctor here.
Especially a doctor. That's a great idea.
All right, you go talk to your friend. I'm gonna go see if the bartender knows where the doctor is.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Just try to keep her calm. Just like, tell her she's pretty or something.
Don't panic.
I walk
As
off.
he
to go
opens
to
the door and
bartender.
says, panicking.
And I'm walking off to go to the bartender.
Okay. You go downstairs and you find random patrons in a state of eating breakfast and talking, and you see the tavern keeper at the. I always get confused inn versus tavern, but whatever. Sitting at the bar, drinking this cup of this black liquid with the red herbs sprinkled on top of it, and he looks exhausted, and you can see he has this he has this thick curly black hair, and he's on stilts. I'll give that to you again.
As I'm walking up to him, I stop and I look at this dude. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's definitely a dude." And I walk up to the bartender and I'm like, "Hey, were you on stilts last night?"
Yeah, I'm always on stilts.
That's really cool. We're gonna have to have a conversation about this later. But right now, do you guys have a doctor or a healing person in the city?
Well, yeah, we got a doctor. Yeah, Doc O'Hare lives up the road. So just
Up the road.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to miss. There's a big old, cross on the front of it with the, red, hey, look, I'm a doctor, the flashy type. Red.
Yes, the doctor sign, the universal through all realms doctor sign. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it, and I apologize for last night. All of it.
Hey, forgiven. Just keep spending your coin, and I'll overlook your transgressions.
And I kind of look at him like, excellent. Here's a gold piece, and I put a gold piece on his.
Exactly. He pockets it. All right. I never quite got your name. but my name's Mosswick.
My name is whatever. What's my name?
Delvin.
No, my other name.
Oh,
Rigger?
Rigger.
Rigger. My name's Rigger. Pleasure to meet you. Awesome stilts. I'll be right back. And I head back upstairs to go check on Razak.
All right, so yeah, you go ahead and you head upstairs, no problem.
Okay, and as I burst through the door, I'm like, Razak, they have a doctor. We should take her to the doctor.
Okay. First, I guess I don't know any other way around it, so I'll just say it. There's bruh. I'll tell you as much as you want to know, but, and more or less, you forgot your memory for the last, I'm not sure if it's been 6 years or 20 years. 20 years! Oh, that sounds bad.
That's pretty bad.
That's a long time.
20 years.
20 years.
And she kind of like stares off into space and gets really quiet.
All right, Esmira. Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't know what I'm saying. That's where the doctors.
I was like, all right, Esmira. Like, I know you don't really know us, but we're friends. Your buddy Razak is gonna help you up. Can you walk?
And she gets up. She's like, yeah, give me a second. And she starts like taking off all her armor and like putting it in a pile in a corner of the room, and just kind of goes in like this plain, tunic and trousers. All right. Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
Oh,
Take
okay.
it slowly. Just ask me any question and I can answer it.
And we're
At
gonna
your own
start
pace.
walking towards a doctor. Maybe they can help you. All right, let's go, Razak. And we kind of like put our arms around her. Starksia, are you coming with us, or are you gonna stay here with Eliwick?
I'll stay here with Eliwick.
Fun. Don't drink too much. Or drink too much. It's fun either way.
It might be better if you came with us. That way, if the doctor had any questions about what happened in the weird crystal, which we're not going to mention, you could answer those questions. Maybe.
Okay, if you think it's better.
Excellent. And off we go.
So you guys step outside to this continuous rain as before. You hear the distant roll of thunder. And then I have like a basic description now that it's daytime. You guys can kind of see. This is the lower end, working class like residential area. The streets are brown and mucky. There are scattered enclosed greenhouses where soil has been brought from other locations, and it looks like people are attempting to grow crops in those areas. So it's definitely like it doesn't look like the soil that's there is like the soil that was naturally there. They had to move it from somewhere to put it there. But yeah, and that's what this area looks like. I mean, roughly. And you guys kind of walk up the road, splashing through mud. You see people like drearily walking the streets with various like my brain stops a lot. Big, like almost like sun hats, but made for like the water to drip off, and different, cloaks or whatever. People don't look too happy at all, and you could tell that a lot of their like crops and stuff are like suffering from the excessive amount of rain. And you make your way and you find yourself in front of the building, which is, when he said that it was like obtuse, the doctor sign, like he means it. It's almost like the religious, like this big, on the front of his house at the apex of the crest, it's this big circle, and the cross bit is made out of like these intertwining like twigs and stuff like that. It almost looks pagan.
Yeah, the barkeeper wasn't lying when he said I couldn't miss it. Also, Razak, this place is kind of a shithole, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, like, why would they bring us to this place? And how is... Anyways, let's talk to the doctor, and then we'll move on from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna enter the building.
Correct. Yes, we stumble into the building.
You guys you enter what's like essentially the lobby, and there's like this. It's like this dark lit room with like different like candles and torches or whatever, and there's like this mist on like the ceiling, crawling across the ceiling, and it smells like incense. And then this guy with this blonde man wearing like you know those long coats. He kind of looks like a mad scientist. It goes all the way up to his neck, and he has like these like little circle spectacles, and he has this long wavy blonde hair. And he's like, "I'm Dr. O'Hare. How you guys?"
We're excellent this morning. My name is Rigger, and this is my friend.
Okay.
What he said, and this person that we're helping here seems to have forgotten the last 20 years, and we thought maybe you could help us.
So I did the wrong voice. I went and did the fucking Canadian thing, but anyways, oh yeah, I'll take a look at her, man.
I feel like I need to buy some potions from you, but
Exactly.
excellent. Yeah, her name is Esmira. I'll remember it eventually.
Okay, come on back. I'll take a look at you.
And we lead her to the back to his chair.
Yeah. So you guys go around into this back room, and he has like this makeshift wooden desk, and he kind of like grabs some like parchment and like lays it out. He's like, "Oh, I have a seat up here, man, or lady."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's a lady, and we lower her down into the chair gently.
Or the little platform, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
So you set her up there. He said, "All right. Well, this is kind of like a doctor-patient why can't I stick with doctor-patient confidentiality thing? So it's gonna have to be one-on-one. All right. I'm gonna have to ask you to step out of the room."
Oh, okay, but we'll be like, all right, Esmira, we'll be right outside, like literally right out there.
I mean, it's fine. I'll be okay.
All right, now I step out. I don't know what you do, Ray.
I'm not leaving. I don't trust you.
He like kind of looks you up and down. And are you carrying like your weapons and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, man. Just go sit in the corner.
Okay. As he goes and sits in the corner.
All right. And he kind of like, asks her questions and, what's the ailment? And like she's like, I can't remember anything. They said a lot of strange things, but I'm supposed to be from Draconia. And he kind of like scratches his head. He's like, well, that definitely can't be the case, because Draconia went, whoo, and she kind of like tilts her head, cocks her head to the side. Well, he looks back at you, and this could be a problem.
Mention that part yet.
Here, I'll prescribe you some herbs. It'll help, mellow you out, to reduce the stress of this shocking nature. But when it comes to this kind of thing with memory loss, there's not a whole lot that we can do. She has to come back, and we'll check on her, see if any changes. Talk to her, maybe things will come back.
Sounds like a doctor.
Okay. Thanks, doctor.
Ismira, if you would, just come outside. And then he, like, ushers her out, and he looks at you. He's like, you stay. Razik.
Is he ushering her out to the main room where Delvin is?
And he's telling you to stay.
Okay.
So, man, look, I'm not gonna suggest this to her, but if you ask around, I've heard people talk about, like, some magical lady. Maybe she could help out. I think she's a witch.
In town?
Yeah, she sells potions, actually. Like
Ooh.
my brother.
Huh. Okay. In potions in town. Name, location.
Give me a second. Let me think real quick. Actually, I think I have it written down. Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. Yeah, so her name is Midge.
Mitch.
Midge.
Midge.
Yep.
Midge.
And he tells you, he's like, yeah, she kind of sells potions at a stand, like just in the middle of the street. So if you go wandering around, she changes places sometimes. People don't much like her selling her potions, so she has to move around a bit. People usually complain.
Okay. And what's your name? Or does she recognize you if I use your name? Say you reference me
O'Hare.
to you.
Dr. O'Hare.
O'Hare.
Yeah.
Dr. O'Hare. Cool.
Okay.
I'll do that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, no problem, man. Alright, I'll prescribe you some herbs too, dude.
Ooh, give me two. I'm sure I have a friend who also needs a prescribed herb.
For sure, man. I'll hook you up.
Good job, Bryson.
Alright. And he kind of ushers you back into the thing too, the lobby.
Okay. Was there anything in there that I could have easily stolen that looked valuable?
I want to say no, only because, like, it's just like a public area for like most people.
That would make sense.
You didn't really go inside the doctor's office.
Yeah, I was just casing the lobby, see if
Yeah.
there's anything
Yeah,
there.
so nothing much. Just like decorative paintings that look really shitty and stuff like that.
I'm stealing a pen for sure, but other than that,
There's this one painting with like what's it called? Man, my brain. Manticore, like hanging from a branch, and it says "hang in there."
yep, I gotcha.
Yep. Anyways,
Oh, where? Do you know if there's any Storm Lord places here?
oh yeah, man. There's a temple. It services all of the 12 gods here. So each one has a rotation.
Can you just point out the relative direction I need to walk for that?
It's actually probably the easiest one to spot out. It's the big temple over there in the center of town.
Oh, that makes sense. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Razi's gonna head out after paying him.
Oops. Yep. He didn't ask for money, by the way. You're just giving him money.
He's gonna give him money anyways.
Yeah. Okay. He
it's a
doesn't.
gold.
He takes it. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at stuff because you brought that up. Okay. So 1, 2. No, that's midnight. Midnight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. So you head out.
And as soon as I see Ragazig, I go, so, that was quick. Is everything okay?
Okay, so you can't do anything because nobody knows how to deal with this. But the great news is that there's a witch in town who might, I don't know if that's good news or bad news.
I just look at him, like, kind of blankly and say, oh, good. More witches. You know what? That's you. That's all you. Good luck. Yep. And I just turn around and walk out.
You're gonna form Shrexia? Do you like witches?
I mean, depends on the type of witch. Are they using good magic or bad magic or both?
She hasn't been around town yet.
I think we could try her.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So you guys again splash through the mud, making your way through town. Not really knowing where she's at, but you guys kind of wandering around. Takes you about maybe like 20 minutes, but you find you see the stand in the distance, and you see it is. Did I write it down? Yeah, it kind of looks like a reminiscent of a lemonade stand, like really thrown together with like scraps of wood. It looks like it's easy to like take apart for moving, because as he said, like she clearly has to reposition herself constantly. And scrawled across this like makeshift like banner is Midge's Magical Potions, and you see this stout female halfling with this messy frizzy black hair underneath this yellow raincoat as like the rain is kind of like pouring down, and she's like just standing in front of her like potion stand.
That's all you, Razig, because
Yep.
I am hanging back. So
As he goes up, calling out Midge to this person.
You're what?
Calling out Midge. This, I hope that's the person's name.
Oh yeah, yeah. And she is looking at you. She's like, "Do you want a potion?"
What kind?
I mean, I've got healing potions. Are you close now? Or am I yelling
Yeah.
still? Okay.
You
She's
might
like,
still be yelling.
I've got healing potions. Potions of like strength. Here's one of animal friendship. I've got a poison potion. Though maybe I don't. She looks at you like you a cop. And you know, truth serum and stuff like that. Not too many, honestly.
I'll take all the healing potions. How many healing? I'll take all the healing potions. And I also need to know if you know anything about memory loss.
So I will give you. Hold on. One thing at a time. The potions. Just so you know, it's been difficult for me to get, you know, the ingredients I need to make these, and so the prices are a bit high because scarcity, and it's hard time selling out here. But it's for the greater healing potion, it's 400 gold, and for the, you know, basic, it's 100 gold. So if you want all of them, there's 2 greater healing potions, and there's 100 of, or 3 basic potions.
that would be 1,300 gold.
A lot of gold. Delvin! You have some money?
Why do you? Why, Razig?
There's healing potions. I got distracted.
Actually, don't we have a shit ton of money? I think we have a shit ton of money.
Yeah, you guys do have a shit of money.
Character sheet. I have.
And usually I make them cheaper, but there's a lot of environmental things
Yeah.
happening in this town.
I have 340 platinum pieces, so that's 3,400 gold. Maybe just get 1 or 2.
Okay.
Okay, how much do you need?
I'll take 300. Actually, make it 200.
Okay, and I will give him 20 of my platinum pieces.
I'll take a greater, or... How much is greater? Or, like, what's the difference between greater and, regular?
You might have to look it up. I'm on a different page.
Regular one is 2d4 plus 4. The greater is 4d4 plus 4. Or 2d4
2d4 plus 4.
2. The first one is 2d4 plus 2. The greater is 4d4 plus 4.
I'll take all of your normal potions.
Okay, so all 3 of them. So
Yeah.
those are 100 gold each. So that's 300
Okay.
gold for those.
Yep.
Alright, that's
I'll give the platinum that Sylvan had and 100 of my own.
And she takes it, and she's like, "Thank you, much appreciated."
Okay. Now I did actually come here for that. My friend here, and he's going to gesture towards Esmera, lost her memory recently, and I was hoping you might have an idea of possibilities to unforget.
And you see is like she rolls her eyes heavily. She's like, "Did they say I was a witch?"
Yes.
God, look, I'm not a witch. People in town don't like me because I make potions. And, I mean, that's what I do. It's the only way I know how to make money. But they think that all this rain is because of a witch. And then we have some guy of Melora that thinks that it's the mother of nature, whatever her name is. Yeah, Melora. What's her name? There's a word for her.
The goddess.
Yeah, the mother, something mother. I don't remember. But yeah.
I don't know the gods very well.
And then there's this whole giant bird. I'm not a witch. I'm just your normal, everyday halfling.
It'd be really convenient if you're a witch right now.
I'm sorry. I mean, this whole place is riddled with rumors of witches. Like, there was a lady who's made a business out of it. There's an inn called the Witch's Brew. Maybe ask her.
Witch's brew.
I'm sorry. I'm not a witch.
Unrelated. What do you say about a giant bird?
They said that a giant bird brought this, but I think if anyone's right, I'd say maybe a god.
Show people seen a giant bird or something?
I guess. I haven't seen it, but that's one of the things going around.
Ah. Is there like a specific group of part of town that like is pushing that?
That one, no. It's
Well.
the only group that's pushing anything. So Stormbird is being pushed by nobody in particular, just, random people say they saw something. And nobody really, they said giant bird, and you're the one that said Stormbird. But, the church, one of the people of the church has been pushing Melora bringing the rain as punishment. And what was the other one? Sorry, the witches thing. And the witch thing has been, it's just, this town is superstitious, and that's something that, I've been dealing with already. So that's, just in the bones of this place.
Okay. Thank you for the information and potions.
Yeah. You're welcome, and thank you for your service, or, your customer.
Patronage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be here in different spots. So look for me if you need anything.
Hey, girl. Structure, do you want anything? Oh, also, here's a health potion. These, I'm handing you one of the health potions. So I could add that to your inventory.
Okay. I want to say let's take a break because
Okay.
Miranda has to do something real quick.
Okay.
All right. So
And I think I'm good on buying stuff just
Yeah.
for information. So yeah, okay.
and I think I added. Hold on, did I not? My God, there's too much shit. I added Comorta. Okay, I didn't add shops. Not yet. General prices, food. I didn't. I have general prices for like food and stuff and wines, but not other stuff. But if you're looking for something, I can lift stuff up for you later. But yeah, so let's take a 10-minute break for now. It is 8:39, so let's say 8:40 to 8:50. Let's be ready to
Okay.
start up again.
Okay.
Whether she's
Aye.
back or not, but
Well, whoever's not going anywhere, how are you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
oh, Josh, New World is good. I like it so far. I'm enjoying
it?
a lot. Yeah. Like
Wow.
from what I understand is that it wasn't looking too hot in like the alpha and beta,
Uh-huh.
but and what a lot of people are saying is that the beginning is better than most MMOs when they started out, like compared to ESO when it started out and Final Fantasy when it started out.
Yeah.
But they're not compare. It's clearly not comparable now, so it's not doing great compared to those in their states now because they've been out. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
They have figured their shit out, but they say it probably bodes well for the future. That they have already a big player base. They've already put in the work to make it as good as it is, and that they're going to want to cater to that player base to make them stay. And
Okay.
I've played it, and I'm didn't think I was gonna like it so much. I got it because I was like, oh, this sounds interesting, and I was gonna probably get bored of it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like the crafting. Let me see. Can I see how much hours I put into it? Because like I'm genuinely surprised. I thought I was gonna enjoy it a little bit, and like because sometimes I jump into an MMO and I'm like, but I like the
Uh-huh.
combat. The combat is super satisfying.
Okay. I
Let me
mean,
see.
I'm always down to check out a new game.
Yeah.
I know.
I've only played it for 15 hours. That's not too bad.
I mean, that's a lot of hours. It's only been out for or since you told me about it, it's only
Yeah.
been 2 days. So.
I definitely think it's worth the money so far.
Yeah. Well, because the thing is I know, like I said, that Code Carnage guy is the streamer I watch.
Yeah.
And he helped the Kickstarter,
Mm-hmm.
and then he played it or whatever,
Mhm.
and like basically just like bashed on it for like 2 days about
Yeah.
how all these bad things. But I mean,
Yeah. I wonder if he'll
What-
come out with another video because I did look it up and it was like a year ago that he said that.
yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was the early alpha or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So hopefully it's changed a lot since then. From what I'm understanding from other people I've watched, is that it has.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
I'll
be right back.
check
Too.
it
I just want to
Okay.
say that.
Just scrolling through some memes right now, and some poor freaking Starbucks employees taking orders out in the rain. That sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. That's fucked up.
It's like, you aren't getting paid enough for this, you know that, right?
You're right? I would like just no. By the way, did you read my post that I sent you?
Yes, I did.
I don't understand. I've read a lot of zombie books, and not one of them talks about using chainmail armor. Like, if you were in a full set of plate or a full set of chain with like a coif and the freaking gorget and freaking gauntlets and everything, you'd be basically freaking zombie proof. Like, how
I
can a
think the
zombie bite you
two
through your...
disadvantages of that would be getting caught on something and blood going through the, like, I'm not so worried about the zombies in that situation, but more of the blood splatter getting on you.
Yeah, but I mean, well, in most zombies, you have to actually get bitten or whatever to get infected. But yes, blood could get on you, but like getting bit, it would be impossible for a zombie to bite you through chainmail.
Yeah. I guess, like, if you just have a regular helmet, then the rest is plate, that's not really an issue.
Well, it doesn't even have to be plate, just chainmail.
Or, yeah, chain. Which is
Would
way
be-
lighter, I think, right?
Yeah, you could get. I mean, chainmail is by no means light, but it's definitely light enough you could walk around in it and shit. And then you could just wade into zombies and start freaking smashing heads with like a mace or something. I'm just on my drive home today. I was listening to this zombie book, and like the whole time I was like, why did they just use chainmail? Because they made
What
like
zombie book?
it's called Adrian's Undead Diaries. It's surprisingly excellent. I'm on book 6 right now, and I started it maybe 2 weeks ago.
Adrian's Undead Diaries. I have a thing for zombie books, not gonna lie.
So the way it's written is it's in journal entries, And so, like, basically, it's this dude writing all of this stuff down in a journal. But, like, it is, like, the characters are freaking awesome. I love the main character. He ties in some, like the whole purpose for the zombie apocalypse is really cool the way he does it. It's really good. Like, in my opinion, it's one of the best zombie books I've ever read.
If you have enough people to not get swarmed, yeah, plate mail or freaking chainmail would be fine.
Yeah. Well, because these zombies, like, the only way they infect you is if they bite you. Like, they can even scratch you and shit. Or if you die. But, yeah, I could, if I was in chainmail, I could just wade into the middle of a bunch of zombies and not worry about getting bit. See, you even have, like, a face mask on.
Like 10 people holding choke point, swap out 5 and 5, so they don't get overwhelmed from exhaustion.
Yeah. I just wanted to see, and so, I looked up on YouTube, chainmail and zombie apocalypse, and there's a bunch of videos about it.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was actually thinking about this earlier because, you know, I'm a normal American. I dream about the zombie apocalypse pretty often. I was like, you know, I should just have like a suit of chainmail available. I think I actually said plate because I think it looks cooler, and that's literally the main reason.
Oh, yeah.
But like, just like an average suit of some basic plate mail. Just like, oh, there's some zombies in the courtyard, just like 3 or 4 of them. Throw on some plate mail and a fucking claymore.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the cool thing in this, in like Adrian's Undead Diary, he is kind of a nerd, so he has a short sword, and so that's like his primary weapon for a lot of the stuff he does is a freaking short sword. And I was like, well, see, that's like medieval shit. I feel like that same nerdy behavior would make people make chainmail. Because you can make chainmail out of like coat hangers.
Yeah, that makes. Oh my god, you can. That's hilarious.
A buddy of mine has made an entire like chain shirt out of coat hangers.
What?
When I was in SCA, he actually made full chainmail shirt and gauntlets out of coat hangers.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
it's heavy as fuck, but it was definitely pretty cool.
Oh, baby, darling of mine. And I actually want to do PvP in New World too.
That's what I was gonna ask. Have you done PvP yet?
I did, only a teeny bit, because there's factions, and I joined the pirate faction, and they have quests to like increase your influence, and you can do things to like earn their currency or whatever. And I did one that was PvP. You just have to be in PvP, and I had to go hold land for 1 minute and 30 seconds, but it like what happens is to do those quests, you get flagged per PvP. So as soon as you leave the safe area, it turns on, and you can't turn it off while doing a faction quest. So if somebody else is flagged for PvP, they can attack you. I ended up having an easy time, but I left it on after I finished. And what happened was I ended up fighting someone that was higher level than me, and I just made it hard for them to kill me because I have a rapier with like defensive moves and movement abilities. So I just made it really hard for him to kill me. He did kill me though. I just made it work for it by running around.
Well, if you want to play, I'm willing to freaking get it. So if you're willing to make a new character to play with me, then
No.
I will. No.
I will go back. No, okay, let me explain. So it's because it's so much work for the like crafting stuff. I don't want to start that shit over. Like it takes a long time, but I don't mind hanging out with you.
No, well,
then I'll help you.
I'll solve this by making a new character with you,
This
Josh.
is one of the few. Also, there's no like incentive to make new characters because until level 20, you can respec all your stats. And how the weapons work is you unlock different skills as you use the weapon, and the first 3 main skills don't unlock the passives, just unlock the active ability things, and you can respec it that as much as you want to until level 20. Then you have to pay gold to do it. But so I've been just practicing with different weapons. If a weapon scales off of strength, I can respec my stats to reflect that. So you can even play around with how you want to play without making a new character, which is awesome.
But what I'm asking, can you play with low level characters?
Oh, yeah.
And not...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Because I used to play in WoW, and if you weren't within 10 levels of each other, then you couldn't actually group up.
Oh, I don't think that's the case. I should be able to join you. I'll Google it.
Oh, show.
Alright, but we're about to start Alistair. But hold on, what do you want? Because we haven't started yet.
Can I have milk, please?
Yeah, hold on, let me get him milk and then we'll officially begin.
For sure.
Did I tell you guys that I almost had to do a jury duty that would have lasted 6 weeks?
Oh my gosh.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to serve on a jury at some point, right? But not for a murder case that's gonna last 6 weeks. You know?
Yeah. For sure. I would
Yeah.
not want to do that either. That sounds not like my favorite thing.
I made it to alternate juror 1. You know, I went through the questioning and everything. It was interesting. It was kind of fun. But I'm pretty sure the defense was he murdered his girlfriend, but he was drunk and he blacked out. And he didn't remember. And there was domestic violence on both sides, so they were fighting, and it was probably a self-defense thing, right? And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the prosecution, she dismissed me because I'm a special ed teacher, and the defense attorney was asking me about my job, and he's like, well, in your line of work, if your students have bad behavior, do you think that their disability impacts that behavior? And I was like, well, absolutely. Their behavior usually is a manifestation of their disability.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, I would have to consider because it is common sense. They say that you're not supposed to use your bias or use your experiences as a juror, but you could use common sense. And to me, it is common sense to consider a disability. But they
for sure.
weren't. Yeah, they weren't doing it as a disability. They were doing it as an altered state of mind. You know, and so I honestly, the prosecution. I think that she missed out on a person that would be really good at playing semantics, you know?
Wild.
For sure.
Huh?
Oh, no, I just remembered. Sorry.
I'm assuming that I could, because I'm not, I'm assuming that these facts are well known to the public, because I never actually got to be on the jury, so I'm okay to talk about that.
Mhm.
I don't even remember the guy's name. But yeah, I think she was afraid that I'd be biased against her son.
Against her son, yeah.
But not her son, yeah.
Well, I meant side, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just I want to serve on a jury, but not a 6-week murder trial at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it'll be fun, but
I
that's
agree.
intense. Anyway,
Okay, are we ready?
mhm.
Everyone here? Strixie here?
You're
Yeah, I'm here.
Greetings. Alright, so we just left the potion stand, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So where you guys headed now?
back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Think about this war. See what Eliwick
Splish, splash, splish, splash.
isn't doing anything bad. I don't know. Eliwick never does anything bad.
Not on purpose.
And what are you currently doing, Eliwick?
It's grooming day for the horde, so.
Yeah. Groom them right before they go out into the rain. Or are they staying inside?
Well, I mean, they're inside right now, but they've been traveling for a while, so they're getting
Mm-hmm.
brushed and bathed and they're eating, and
Aw. Yeah.
But that's what we were doing while they left.
Emily.
I really hate that turtle.
Why? Okay, so you guys make your way back to the tavern, and you guys arrive. Everything seems to be going normally. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. What are you guys doing?
I walk in and say, "Well, that was a waste of time." But
Oh yeah, by the way, Delvin, here's some here's a little baggie of something you could enjoy later.
and I will take that and be like, yes, I will definitely be enjoying this later. But didn't you guys have something to do here in the city?
Do any of us have anything to do in this city specifically?
Yes.
I mean,
Are you
yeah.
guys back at the tavern yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. The whole reason why we came here was because of the storms that have been happening and how they're likely related to my relationship with Cord because of the storm bird.
Yes, the Stormbird. That was it. We should find the Stormbird.
Indeed. All right, so I guess let's
She.
ask around. I guess I'll start asking around to see if anybody has heard anything about the storm bird and where we can find it.
Sure. Where are you starting?
Yeah.
People
Just random.
that are here.
Okay, in the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you kind of go around and ask people. You kind of get the feeling from what like the other guys heard earlier. Like some of them are like, "Oh, my cousin told me that he saw this giant bird flying. Like he saw the shadow of it in the clouds, and lightning followed it." And then another person was like, "Oh, I heard it was the witch cursing the lands." And another person is like, "No, it's the wild mother. Definitely. She sees how, we've ruined this place. And she's cursed us with this rains."
Any of them have like a general consensus of direction
Of what?
of where the source is?
No. They're all
Okay.
like, these people? No.
Okay, then I guess I will start looking outside and see if there's anybody.
Okay, so you're just going to continue your quest for like
Yeah.
asking people?
Yeah.
Let's see. What do you think you would want to roll for this?
Investigation?
Yeah, that's a good one. Do that. Investigation. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh.
Oh, poor love. I'll just say it takes you a really long time. Like 2 hours of just like asking people, but you're on a mission, right? So you finally you find yourself actually near the temple of as you come to find out, it is the holy temple of the prime deities. And you see it's like all the symbols of like all the 12 prime deities are like in different areas on the outside of this temple. And you find what looks like to be like somebody who's like works there, and you ask them about the Stormbird, and he's like, "Yeah, actually, I seen it myself on multiple occasions. See, I live up in the Rainbow Vineyards, and I saw it."
Rainbow Vineyards?
Yes, that's the upper part of Comorda. It's where all the vineyards are, or Wine Town, you see. And anyways, I've seen it flying northward multiple times. See, I live up close to where the mountains start to creep into the city.
Okay, well,
Or
thank you.
really, the town creeps into the mountains, but you know what I mean.
You've been very, very helpful. It's taken a long time for this, but thank you. Hopefully you guys will have better weather soon. I don't know. But thank you for your information.
Yeah, no worries. Are you looking at chasing after that thing?
Yes?
It's just interesting.
Why is it interesting?
Only because you're, I don't know, who goes chasing something like that?
Are you making a reference to my size?
No.
I hope not.
Anyways, have you been to the church or the temple?
Nope, I have not. Should I start there?
No, I'm just saying. I work here, I can help guide you around, give you a tour. It has all the prime deities, so whatever you serve, as long as it's within, legal realm.
Do you soar... is Cord?
Yeah, we have a temple for our court.
I think I might have to check that out before I go looking for the Stormbird.
Sure.
Thank you. Where's that at?
Here, you want me to show you?
Y'all follow you.
Alright, So he kind of like guides you inside, and it's this very like large temple on the outside. And as you come in, it has a very open center, and it has these like 12 doors. And you see only one of them has lanterns lit on the outside, and it is the hold on. Let me look at which ones are there. So you guys slept till like 11, right? So or early morning. So give me 1 second. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm so confused. 2 hours a day. Oh, I'm an idiot. All right. Fuck. I'm not good at this. I have to break down numbers real quick.
No worries. Take your time.
I should have wrote it down beforehand. So 2 hours, 12. 2,
It'll never be as bad as that time I tried to buy a beer from you.
3, 4,
Yes. Oh my goodness.
6, 7, 8, 9,
What?
12. I read I in the bathroom. That's creepy.
You
So
definitely don't want that.
actually, it. Sorry, my brain. I'm gonna say Ayun, the Temple of Ayun. Its torches are on. He's like, see right next to that, the Temple of Ayun. There's Kord's temple, and it's through this door, and above is the symbol of Kord, and it has these cross lightning bolts in a wreath. And he's like, in about an hour, they'll have services for Kord, though only a few people really worship Kord and Kamorda.
I don't really think I need to be a part of any services, but can I go in there now?
I mean, I can give you a tour, sure.
But you don't let people worship freely?
It's
Like under...
it's in respect for each of the services. Because we only have one temple, we designate 2 hours per day for each deity.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well, at least yours is in the middle of the day, not at midnight, you know?
Who would have mass at midnight?
Well, who do you think? The Raven Queen. Nice play there, though. I like that. That's a good show, by the way. Anyways. But yeah, so he takes you to these big ass doors, and he kind of like pulls it open, and it looks like they're made out of like stone, but it just slides open, and he like gestures you in, and it's got like in here it's like a circular format of a room. It is kind of reminiscent of a coliseum with stadium seating downward, and at the base where somebody would be, there's a statue of Kord. He's like, yeah, this is where you would come in like an hour for people. Not much to show you, but you know, everything's kept clean after everyone leaves. There should be people showing up soon to start setting up.
By the way, are we with her? I don't remember
I
if we
think
said
she
we were or not.
Went off on her
I think you went off on your own. That's what I was thinking too.
Do you want to follow?
I don't think that if I knew you were going to go deal with religious stuff and searching for the Stormbird, I think I would stay home and be like, all right, just let me know what you guys find out. And I'm going to watch, what's her name?
Razik's probably still
Ismir.
watching Esmeralda too.
Yeah.
Do you do anything, Miranda? Anything else?
So it doesn't seem like he's not gonna leave me alone like he wants
No,
me
no,
to,
yeah,
like-
he's not gonna leave you alone.
So then I guess like, I'll wait outside, an appropriate waiting area. But while I'm waiting outside, I'm also going to be like, I guess, I don't want to say praying, but trying to talk to like, okay, I'm here finally. I'm here to retrieve or to have that interaction with your Stormbird. I'm still not quite sure what you want me to do. Do you want me to defeat it? Do you want me to capture it and put it into a bubble, if that's possible? Do you want me to befriend it? Pretty much just asking, like, and pleading, like, okay.
you hear the thunder rumble again in the distance, and you feel a tap on your shoulder. Tap tap.
Okay. Look up.
You're short. I forgot. And you see the familiar elf staring down at you. He's like, "Well, how's it going? It's been a bit. I've got good news for you.
Okay, good. Hi, yes, it has been a long time. What's the news? Message?
Well,
Go ahead.
not so much a message, but your friend Frederick has made it to his destination safely, like I promised. And I see you're working towards your promise as well.
Yeah, I'm glad that he made it. Is the woman with him? Are they both okay?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I know I only made the thing for Frederick, but
Well,
she was an afterthought
she,
for the situation. I hope they're happy.
so I was not able to see them perfectly. I wasn't exactly corporeal. Um, it was a matter of protecting the ship.
Right. Yes. Yes. So yeah. Can I get some more instructions or directions on what I'm supposed to do here?
Well, actually, I don't have instructions for you per se, but when I went to investigate myself, I don't know exactly what's going on. It seems a bit obsessed with the mountains up there. Uh,
So am I supposed to kill it?
that's up to you. It just needs to stop, and I can't do anything
That
about it.
that's up to what options would I have to calm a stormbird?
Well, the thing is, like, when I made it, I had you in mind, so it should be attracted to you, but it honed in over here for some reason.
Okay, so say if I don't need to kill it, what do I do with it then? Does it just follow me around? Does it disappear? Do I dismiss it to go back, live its life somewhere else, live its best life in a different place,
Hmm.
world?
Well, if I can get it to be
Ouch!
not in a state of frenzy like it is, then maybe I can turn it back. But essentially, its powers are fighting me back, and I can't really do anything about it.
Okay, so essentially, first step would be to calm it down so we could talk with it and send it back?
Honestly, I can turn it back into its original form, or I'm not sure what's going to happen. Honestly, I channel these powers; they're not exactly mine.
So you don't know why Cord sent it?
No, you don't remember? And he kind of looks like sad a little bit. It's like I made it for you.
I know you made it for me, but me in real life is confused.
Wait, what do you mean?
I
Cord,
don't know.
this guy, like, just likes you.
I thought this was Cord.
No, he's Cord's avatar and champion. So Cord can speak through him, but he doesn't want to be the avatar anymore. He said that before.
I know that.
But Cord wants you to be his champion. And so essentially they're both working together with the same mind of trying to groom you to be the champion. But also this guy's kind of a fuck up and also doesn't want to be the champion anymore.
Okay, so he just made a bird for me as like a, hey, I see you like pets. Here's a pet. Take my job.
Maybe.
Okay. Here's another question. Sorry about that distraction there. Sometimes I think a little bit too loud.
Oh, it's okay.
And anyway, I don't know how long I was phased out there for a second, but I really love that you gave me the Stormbird. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it though,
Honestly,
because you get like if you get a gift normally, it's like I don't know, a flower or jewelry, and you could wear that or smell it, and it decorates your home, or you get a nice piece of clothing, and it's useful. But what do I do with the giant bird that creates storms?
to be fair, I mean, I've been hanging around with Cord for a bit too long. So you see, I imagined you on top of this bird, lightning streaming behind you, and you fighting wars. But because Cord, he likes that. So I was like, inspired. Power gets to your head a bit sometimes, and
So
Bada bam.
It's like you're gifting me a horse, but it's a stormbird.
Thought it was, pretty cool.
You know, by all fairness, it is pretty cool. I did have a couple more questions about this whole champion situation you have going on.
Mhm.
You don't like your job, and you want me to take over your job, but you also like me. Does Cord know about that?
I mean, yeah.
And he's okay with that?
Well, I'd say doesn't really. He doesn't care. It's not his bit of things that he deals in.
So,
I just don't want to, fight.
do you have a life other than being like, do you have a place where you go home and sleep and water your plants and pet your kitty?
Not for a long time now.
Where do you go then? Do you just not exist between talking to me and doing Cord's business?
You see, like, you hear thunder rumble, and his eyes turn like this white, like lightning, I guess. And then he starts to like become incorporeal, and he like shoots up into the sky as lightning strikes where he was.
Wait, where'd you go? Come back!
And then he appears behind you again. He's like, "Well, I don't. I just become.
You're a force.
Yeah. Well, now it wasn't always like this.
What was it like before?
Well, I was kind of, I guess, like you, but it's been a long time, and me and Gord, we're not on the same page, and I'm ready to rest. But you
Okay.
look like you've got a lot of fighting left in you.
Yes, but there's also this little issue of trying to figure out what happened to my parents. I mean, I imagine with that kind of power and ability to travel and do things cool and flash lightning and intimidate, I might get answers pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean,
But would I be allowed, like, would I have a limitation? Like, I wouldn't be allowed to just go off and, avenge my family?
well, I think it's like your destiny has you on a path that will point you in the right direction, and I think that lays in the same. What is it called? You and Cord will have a same bond. I don't know how to describe it. So yes, because it's probably gonna work out that way anyway.
What about my family that I've made here?
No idea what you mean.
Like, I have companions. I have a dog and a cat and a monkey. And then I have a baby turtle.
Look, I don't now.
I'm a parent
live
for now.
living in the moment is fine. It's honestly, it's probably gonna be. I can't like keep them. Like I don't know. He doesn't care what you do with your family and friends. I've always been a bit of by myself.
Okay, got it. Okay, but another thing about the Stormbird, can I just summon it and dismiss it, or do I have to care for another giant thing?
No idea. And then like thunder kind of rumbles, and you see as like he starts to look like glossy-eyed.
All right, so I know let's cut
kinda
this short here.
Hard to
Huh?
stay present sometimes. What was that?
And see, that's what worries me, because I honestly have no problem being what is he again?
Champion.
A champion for a god, because let's agree that I could handle that. But I do have a problem with leaving,
No, it's
my companion.
my
If you struggle
Mm,
staying
my
here.
connection with Cord is parting.
Oh, I see. You're losing yourself. Okay, well, I guess just keep around while I try to calm the Stormbird and see what can happen with this. Because, I mean, I honestly don't want to kill a Stormbird. That doesn't seem nice. and or easy
Well, do what you
or safe. But
do your best. That's all you can do. And there's a flash of lightning, and he's gone.
all right then. What was his name again?
Thane.
Thane. Nice talking to you. Yes.
A faint rumble.
Okay. I just. Where was the dude who was giving me a tour? Like, did he witness any of this? Did he, or was it like was Thane visible to me but invisible to other people? Like, do I just look like a nutter? What? Because I was sitting outside the door.
Well, I assumed you went outside, right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
outside the door.
Like outside, not outside the door of Cord's thing, right? Because
Well, I thought.
I want to say you were in the rain because that's what I had in my mind.
Yeah. Okay.
So you were like out front.
Um,
Let's say he was kind of like he's looking at you. He saw, but he didn't see
Okay.
Cord, and he's like,
you mean Thane?
Thane, yeah. He's like, what just happened?
Hmm?
No, he's
Oh.
talking to you.
I know. I know.
Oh.
What did you see?
I just saw you talking to yourself. Yeah, you should go and talk to the people of Cord.
I actually don't need to do that anymore. Thank you, though. I appreciate
Okay.
your time.
Sure, yeah, no,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Everything was taken care of.
definitely. Have a good day.
Okay.
And he kind of like
Bye.
walks backwards into the temple.
At the very least, this memorable. I'm just a gnome that was acting weird. I'm not a gnome with an entourage of creatures acting weird. All right, so then I guess I'm going to make my way back to, you know.
You start like making your way back, and you kind of bump into this this guy, and he's like, pardon me. And he's like, oh, you look familiar.
Who is this guy?
It's just some like looks like a human with this mop of red hair, and he's like, "Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry. Hey,
Okay.
you here to see be at the Temple of Melora later?
The temple of who?
Melora.
Nope.
All right. Well, you should swing by. It's about 4 hours till.
Why should I swing by? Who is Melora?
Oh, the Wild Mother. Who brought this cursed rain.
Oh, I don't believe that she brought the rain. And I know we have our own beliefs, but I do believe that it will end soon, and it won't be because of Melora.
Yeah, you might be right.
I am right.
Oh.
Might as well just start addressing me as your savior. Not really, but don't put a lot of stock into her. Okay.
Sure.
Have a good day.
Well, it's my sermon, so I'll be there. But if you want to come see me talk. And he kind of like walks away.
Okay. Bye. Gosh, okay. So rainy. I just took a bath too.
So you head back to the tavern?
Yeah.
Alright. And what's everyone else doing? Just chilling?
Yeah, I feel like I'm just kind of hanging out trying to get to know Melora, whatever her name is.
Yeah, bro.
Esmera.
You have a piece of paper and a pencil, buddy?
Who?
Listen,
Whoa.
I'm
sorry.
gonna get it wrong, even if I had it written down.
Hold on. Strixia, what are you doing?
I guess because I was gonna be with them, but I don't think I would have gone to the temple.
Mhm.
So maybe I'm just back at the inn sleeping it off because I've been, like, I've had a rough time in the eye.
Yeah. Well, now that I know this. Okay, so you're in your room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're laying there, and you've been like in and out of sleep, trying to rest, and you hear like this, like wet, like slapping noise behind you, like on the floor in your room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you look.
Oh, yeah, I thought I just heard like phantom noises.
Oh no, like
I don't
it
know.
sounds like something's
Yeah.
in your room.
Oh, okay, yeah, I look.
Okay, so you kind of turn and look, and you see the crystal on the floor, and you see these 4 like tentacles pulling it towards your bed.
I think I'm just gonna shout.
You shout. Um, uh, you just shouting in general, or you guys? Do you?
Like, yeah, I'm like, hey, what's going on?
All right, and then Razig and Delvin, where are you guys at? Are you downstairs?
Downstairs,
Okay.
just in the dining area.
Okay.
Is
And,
that close enough to hear it?
mm, are you like yelling? Do you think? I want to say since they're downstairs, no, they would probably hear you. Because it's like the middle of the day, and it's probably music playing and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I'm yelling that loud, but if they were like upstairs, they'd probably be able to hear me.
Yeah, but you shout, and it continues to move towards you, and the tentacles start to like grab onto the bed, and it starts to drag itself onto your bed.
I get up really fast because I don't want it to touch me.
Yep. And it starts to like it gets on the bed, and you see as it's trying to like, where are you, on the floor now, or still standing on the bed?
Yeah, on the floor, across from my bed.
Okay. So you like jump over it, kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you jump over it, and it like starts going back down and slapping its way towards you again. Go ahead and do a deck save.
What?
Uh,
Okay. So you see as like one of the it like when it falls off the floor, it gets some momentum, and it kind of like rolls as these tentacles are like flopping around each other, and it like lashes out at you at your leg, and you're able to like step off to the side, but um, you're between the door, you, and then the orb, the crystal. So you can leave. It's not between you and the door, but it's still like flapping its way towards you.
okay, then I'm gonna leave and go find the others.
Yep. So you see as Sturxia like comes downstairs. You guys are downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how do you get their attention?
Guys, something weird's going on.
I look at you again. Does it have to do with that stupid crystal? I mean,
Maybe.
all right. And I'm gonna get up and follow her up the stairs reluctantly.
This one, Elvin.
What was
Yeah,
that?
you got it. You got it.
Yeah, I got it. Probably just a stupid crystal.
So you're gonna head up to the room.
Yes.
Okay. Are you going with them, Strixia?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys go to the room. Do you go inside?
Yeah, I'm assuming that it's not that big a deal.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna walk up to the door and open the door.
All right. You open the door, and you don't see anything.
And I look at Sturxia and I like motion towards the room. I was like, "This the right room?"
It's supposed to be.
Are you guys?
Uh,
you guys are still outside the door, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't see anything. What was the problem?
The crystal grew like these little tentacle things and it was crawling towards me.
I told you guys to leave that crystal alone. I told you when you found the crystal, we shouldn't bring the crystal, but you guys insisted. Anyways, where's the crystal now? Did it fly away? Did it crawl out the window? Because that would be a bonus.
I don't know. I just got really scared and I left.
So I'm gonna walk into the room
Okay.
and look around.
Just looking around. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
80? There you are.
Yeah. You look around.
I'm basically, I glance in like, I don't see nothing.
Yeah, you step in and you look around. You're like, no, nothing.
Check under the bed,
Yeah.
maybe.
What am I, like your dad? Okay. And I walk over there and I lift up the sheets and I say, "See, no monsters under the bed, Sturxia."
Are you still hiding outside the room?
I have my head like peeking around the corner.
Okay. Roll his perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, so you like peek your head in, and you look around. You don't see anything, but you hear the faintest like squishy sound, and it's coming from above you. And you look up, and the eye's about to drop on you from the ceiling, and you duck back out, and it clanks to the floor. Ding, ding, ding. And it again starts to like crawl towards you, but then the tentacles suck into it, and it just rolls.
Ah!
And it hits the wall, and it stops moving.
And I watch it as it kind of rolls against the wall, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty creepy. I think it's inert now. It seems the tentacles are gone. Yeah, we should really get rid of the crystal, Sturxia. Just, do you want to come in here and check on it? I'm not touching it, so I walk to the door, and I'm like, it seems like it's not a danger anymore.
Maybe we could put it in a bag or something. That way nobody has to touch it.
Actually, I have a really good idea. What we could do is we could find a super deep lake, and we could just drop it in there, and then nobody will have to worry about it. What do you think?
What if it comes back to haunt me and I have to come back and fish it out of the lake?
I have no answer for that. This seems like this is more of an Eliwick problem. We should find Eliwick.
Agreed.
And I'm gonna walk down the stairs. Eliwick!
So it's a good time for Eliwick to walk in,
Yeah.
all drenched.
Hello.
Oh, what? Did something happen to Sunny?
Sturxia is afraid of the crystal, and it's doing weird things. You need to handle it.
Crystals do. Okay, sure. All right.
It's up in the room. It's growing tentacles and wandering around.
What is going? It's growing tentacles. This does not track for the theme of this crystal.
Oh yeah, is that crystal just chilling on the floor still?
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
didn't touch that thing.
Okay.
All right, so I'll go in. I'll peer in and.
Oh, it's in the hallway. Like
Oh, okay.
when it dropped down from the ceiling, it started to crawl towards Sturxia, and then the tentacles went in, and it just rolled to a stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
The tentacles were in it, so there's tentacles separate from the
It
crystal.
came out of the crystal and
okay.
it like sucked back in.
Okay, so there's not a tentacle thing. It's in the crystal.
No, I don't know. Well, okay.
Is there a tentacle
So-
thing out or not?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it just looks like it's normal crystal
Yeah, it's
stuff
just
right
a normal
now.
crystal sitting in
Okay.
the hallway upstairs.
So I will leisurely look at the crystal, and I'll pick it up. I'm like, where's the box? I can just lock it in the box, and if anything else crawls out of the box, it will be stuck in the box. Where's the box? Here, I'm wrestling through
Alistair, stop.
my bags to find the box. And then I'll put it in the box, and I'll find some rope and other things to tie around the box.
Yeah.
So it's secure. Alright, the crystal is in
It's
the
all-
box now,
It's
guys.
all bound up.
Look at this. I tied a lot of things around it. I've come to find that if creatures, if you just talk to them nicely, they might sometimes, occasionally, respond nicely back. This tentacle thing out of a crystal, I don't know if I would follow that same guide. So I'm gonna keep it like this, all tied up, so everyone feels safe, right? Okay.
So it's locked up nice and tight. Fantastic. And then, what are you guys gonna do now?
I have some news, guys.
Oh, this, absolutely. What is your
What?
news?
Wait, did you have some news that you would like to share first?
No. So how did you? Nope. Nope. Tell me your news.
Uh,
Eliwick, what
okay.
happened?
Um, kind of know the general direction of the Stormbird. So whenever you guys are ready, I'm ready to go up there and confront this. We have a plan. Well, I have a sort of a plan that I would like to share with you guys about the bird. First, we are not on. Wait, is everyone here to hear this one thing?
Except for
Okay.
Poe, she's still sleeping. But
Okay. So we're gonna
Probably
approach
move
the
her from
Stormbird.
under the table.
I'm going to attempt to calm it down. We're not going to try to kill it right away. We're going to try to calm it so it can be maybe I'm hoping it could be dismissed and then called upon later if needed.
oh,
Um
yeah, this group sounds like a perfect plan.
okay, but I'm just saying we're not going to go in balls a-blazing
Mm-hmm.
and swords a-blazing. We're not
Aw.
give me a chance to try to calm it down because it was a gift from the champion of Cord,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to respect the gift. But if it starts to not listen and everything, I'll give a signal, I guess, and we can attack. Does this sound good?
Okay, so let me get this straight. The plan is we find Angry Stormbird.
Yes.
This group of people that I
Mhm.
motioned to Razik and Sterxia, we
As you
calm the angry bird down. And then what? You ride off into the sunset on the Stormbird?
You know, I haven't really got to that part. I'm hoping that after it's calmed, it can be recalled. So, I mean, dismissed, so I could be recalled to help us in the future. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, we can use the Stormbird to our advantage in certain situations. Like it could be another damage dealing party member.
And wait. Eliwick,
Yes, Delvin?
this sounds like you're trying to acquire another pet.
No. I wouldn't have to feed it.
Oh,
You think?
So, but you are attempting to acquire the Stormbird as a pet, is what you're telling me.
It's more like a steed with tactical advantage.
Or a summon. I heard there's like a summon spell. Maybe it's like
Yes,
that
like if I
instead.
dismiss it, right, it won't be with us all the time, and maybe I could summon it in times of need, and it could be really helpful to us when we're in battle.
I just kind of like put my head in my hands. I'm like, well,
Not right now, buddy.
I mean,
I love you.
listen, at this point, we're in the middle of this shithole town, and we have a crystal walking around in the upstairs.
No, it's captured now.
Excellent. It puked out some people. We have a friend that has no memory, and now we're gonna go wrangle a Stormbird. This-
Yeah.
I mean, let me express to you, Eliwick, how happy I am that I decided to do your guys' tasks. Yeah, sure. You lead the way, Eliwick. I have your back.
Oh, excellent. And remember, we'll have your back on your mission too. And I'll tap him. Well, I'll kind of do a little hop and tap him on the shoulder a couple times. Tap, tap. You know. on my way
Thank
back
you.
down.
Thank you, Eliwick. And I look at Razik and I say, we're all gonna die.
All
Oh,
die
man.
together.
Um,
By the way, Eliwick.
Mm.
Next time you talk to Cord, could you ask him for help for Ezra's memory problem? Like, I'm sure he'd appreciate getting one of his disciples back.
Yeah. I could definitely try to lay a message. Sure.
So
maybe we can ask the Stormbird.
Maybe. Actually, that might be a good connection.
Of course.
Ismira kind of like interrupts and she's like, I worshipped this cord. Can you tell me about him?
All eyes on Eliwick.
Oh, me? Me.
I know nothing about Cord.
Figure it's probably like Eliwick, just a god version.
Honestly.
Cord is the god of the sea, right?
No.
No. Storm? What is that? I don't
God
remember.
of
A
storms,
storm. See,
like- competition,
this-
battle.
it's the god of storms, competition, and battle.
I'm gonna give you
Sorry,
homework.
it's been a moment since I've thought about Cord. It's been weeks, you know. And I tend to forget things if they're not in my brain all the time.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start talking about all this shit all the time to you.
Anyway, so yeah, he's the god of storms, which is why there's a storm bird, competition, and blah 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 blah. Blah. That's the gist.
Well,
Absolutely.
that seemed. I mean, you guys know me. Do you know why I would follow such a person?
There's nothing wrong with Cord, and no, we just met you, so I have no idea why you particularly would want to follow Cord. Maybe Razik does.
When we first met, you were always confronting things, always trying to be in the lead.
Competition.
I think
So what he's trying to say is that you're a competitive person,
I mean,
and you probably liked the idea of what Cord stood for.
that makes sense. Especially when you spoke of him, I was like, I'm sure I would know everything about Cord because you didn't seem to know a lot.
Thank you. Anyway, do we need to stop and do anything and collect any supplies or anything before we go?
should probably discuss what you want to do, Esmeralda. Like, I don't want to leave you on your own, but I'm not sure you want to go up a giant mountain to fight when you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, she shook her head vigorously. She's like, nope.
How about this then? Can you watch my companions?
And she's like, she looks around at the party. She's like, what do you mean?
No. I mean, like, you know, the baby, Sunny, and Gordon, and Cat and Monkey.
I mean, I guess I have nothing better to do.
They generally can take care of themselves. However, Sunny might try to eat, like, everything. So just keep an eye on your boots and things.
And Illyric will pay you.
This adventure is better than I ever could have hoped, Eliwick. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad that you are so inclined to feel this way.
By the way, I would remember that this town is,
The wine town, the competitor.
yeah.
Yes.
yeah. So do we have to leave immediately? Or, like, do you know exactly where the Stormbird is?
Nope.
So you just have a vague direction.
It likes the mountains.
And I go to the window and I look out, and isn't there like a shit ton of mountains everywhere?
Yeah,
That's
pretty much the
enjoys them.
whole Sirios Mountains are like pretty much the northern and western, or never each, right? Northern and western parts of this town.
We just examine where it seems the stormiest, and then we go in that direction.
But you've got north as a direction so far.
But yes, we're gonna start north.
So, okay, so just the plan is we walk north
To the
and
mountains.
to the mountains,
Mhm.
and then we climb the northern mountains and hope that we find the Stormbird.
We probably will. The storm's probably gonna get really bad over there.
Oh, I have no doubt.
We
'cause-
just follow the chaos.
Okay.
We're gonna follow the chaos. I'm sorry, storms excite me. I'm very excited.
I can tell. I would just like to point something out.
Hmm.
I'm letting you guys make the plans on this adventure. Just remember that later.
Why?
Just no reason.
Go on, Shay Shoulder Show later.
Shut up, Razzik.
All right, all right.
Just remember the plans before, and then let's see how this goes.
Have our plans really ever gone as planned, though? Your plans
Abs-
ever gone as planned? Have they?
And I reach into my pocket or into my coin purse, and I pull out a handful of platinums, and I say, mostly. And I
Yeah,
put it back in my.
that does not say yes or no, but okay. Correlation does not equal causation.
I could actually totally see Eliwick saying that exact thing. And I just look at you and I like try to comprehend what you just said. And I say, I don't know what that means.
Of
But-
course, that's okay.
I would just like to say, I got us paid. Are we gonna get paid for capturing the Stormbird?
Mm,
That's a good question.
that is probably not. But hey, no, if you wanted to spin it into your realm of expertise, we could spin it as, you know, these townfolk are thinking that a whole crazy bit of reason why this never-ending storm has been thrust upon them. And maybe if you're trying to get some money out of it, before we go up there, you can start making some grand proclamations that we're going to take care of this, and they might start wanting to pay you tribute once we do.
Eliwick, you're a genius. I actually walk up to you and I say, wow. Like, good job. Hey bartender, where's the mayor?
The Starosta is in the Rainbow Vineyards. Or, sorry, the Starosta is in the Rainbow Vineyards.
Awesome. Does he,
She.
she. Even better. We're gonna go visit her real
I'll
quick.
search that.
Do you want to come along, Eliwick?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my brain.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go make us some money. And I am going to go start.
Don't forget whose plan this was, Delvin.
Oh, it's actually.
Don't worry. No worries. I will not forget that. And I'm going to walk out the door trying to find that mayor.
Okay. And he's sorry. I'm gonna tell you, the guy. He tells you the name. Her name is Brenna Keefe. Yeah,
Brenna Keefe.
Brenna.
Brenna.
Mhm.
Okay.
But we're gonna take a break because I have to pee really bad.
And I
Okay.
need
Pee
to go
break.
to bed.
So like 5-minute break.
Okay.
Whenever everyone's back. All right, I got pee.
I'm trying to figure out how I could turn this into a party.
I have to tell you, this has been a very strange session. Not in a bad way. It's just like the tone. I think it's because fucking Poe's not here, and I started off being drunk, and it's hard for me to get out of drunken Delvin mode.
We know.
I feel like Delvin at this point is just like, whatever, just fucking roll with it, have a good time.
You know what? You probably shouldn't be allowed to drink at towns anymore.
Really, I shouldn't. But, cause, like, all of this is so crazy. Like, I can't believe what's happening. However, Eliwick came up with another really good idea.
Yeah. I'm really impressed with that one.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought. I was like, oh shit, go frickin' tell the mayor we're gonna solve his storm problem.
We need a second party name for Bobakirk and Rigor.
For who?
Yeah, we need like our actual group name and then our face group name.
Yes, our fake group name. We do. We should start thinking about that.
So like Feld Eagles.
I do too. That was a good name. Didn't really fit us, but it totally was a good name. By the way, didn't we have like an eagle strapped to our wagon for a long time?
Yeah, it's technically never got taken down. I figure we just left it in a stable, and the stable people were like, just fucking cut the bird down.
Yeah, it probably started smelling. They're like, we should deal with this stinky bird. You were gonna eat that bird too.
Yeah, I know. I think about it relatively often. I'm not going to lie. Like, damn, I should have took some of those feathers.
I know. We're stupid. We should have totally handled that.
It's like, how much do you think giant bird feathers would go for? I'd imagine a fucking lot.
I mean, they can't be that common. Very, very strange. Very strange day.
What's strange?
The events that are taking place are all very strange.
Yeah.
I was telling Arkmere, I was like, this has been a very strange session, not in a bad way, but like just the tone between last session and this session are just so different.
You have arrived.
Oh my god.
This actually is city Delvin. When he gets into a city, he starts acting like this.
So I looked up. My first guess was freaking components for spells, and feather exotic 10 gold.
Oh wow. Yeah.
How many feathers do you think were on that fucking eagle?
Probably. I mean, it's probably just like the wing feathers. There's probably a lot of them.
Say it probably qualifies under exotic.
Yeah. Giant eagle feathers. We were talking about the giant eagle that we never unstrapped from our wagon.
Oh, didn't you guys? It was like rotting, and you guys had to take it off.
When we left it at the stable in that other town that we were in before we went through the portal.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's-
Someone's rich. I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool.
I feel Razik was supposed to eat it, and he never got around to it.
Oh, poor Razik.
I know.
We can retcon.
I legitimately think about it like every 3 episodes.
the bird that was eaten.
The bird that got away.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big, large birds in your campaign, Adam.
Yeah, I realize that it's a motif, and I'm just like leaning into it at this point.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're giving Eliwick another pet.
No.
Stop it, Adam.
Well, I never said what's gonna happen.
Oh, I know.
You guys have no idea.
In Delvin's
We know
mind,
where it's going.
you're giving her another pet.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I refuse any more pets.
Then we have an octopus.
If I add any
crystal.
more pets, then just know that pets are gonna die.
I have my crow
I'm back.
has not been a problem at all.
That's true.
You don't even know he's there 95% of the time.
Yeah, and I randomly remember and throw him in.
Me too. Okay.
Dum-dum-dum-dum. Trying to think. Where's it? But you guys are
We're trying to find the mayor.
okay. Strixie, are you here? Who's that? Are you on mute or are you not there?
Strixia.
Yeah, she might not be.
Might
back
not
yet.
be there.
I didn't-
Okay, well,
I said
since
5,
you're
10 minute
starting
break.
then. Don't forget, there's a giant spider that's probably stalking us somewhere.
I did
Well,
not.
we don't know that.
Yeah, I was just talking to Miranda. I was like, I had Poe do a perception check and she failed, so she didn't see it. But it is something.
Nobody knows.
I totally forgot that thing was stalking us.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
It's a big version of that, the small one.
Dude, by the way, Eliwick, I have to tell you, you're one of my favorite characters ever. Because I can totally see, like, I can picture your character, like when you were talking to that priest. I can just see you just rambling on, not really paying attention to him. I love it.
I'm trying. It's
Heather's having trouble
Uh
on Discord.
Again.
oh.
Yeah, she was having trouble when she first signed in, when it was just me and Michael.
That's unfortunate.
Welcome back. If you could hear us.
Hello, hello. Oh, I think I hear you.
Yeah,
There
it
we go.
just was
Oof.
down and like was loading for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah. It doesn't, like, the quality doesn't sound too great either. We can hear you, at least for me. You sound like, with, like, this high-pitched static. I don't know how to explain it.
Let me exit out real quick and then see if it's still there. If not,
Is it just me, or do you guys hear it too?
Yeah, I
No,
hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
hello.
Better.
That's
Thank God.
better.
That's much better.
Sweet. All right. You're optimal. Can
Cool.
you can hear us, yeah?
Yes.
Are we all ready to start?
Mhm.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Tuli, shush. All right. So, are all of you heading to the Rainbow Vineyards?
I know me and Eliwick are going.
I think Razag's gonna stay behind.
Am I still like tired from
I'll say
the
that
thing?
you got some rest in before the tentacle attack.
Okay, then I'll go with them.
Because Eliwick was at like the temple for like, well, she went for like 2 hours around town, was at the temple, so you got quite a bit of rest. Yeah. Anyways, so you guys head out. Razig, you're gonna stay back with Esmira.
Yes.
Okay. So first thing I'll do is I'll give pretty much what I did was, because this is all canon for not canon. This is all stuff from Wildmount Critical Role stuff, and there was a pre-written description that I'm just gonna read.
Okay.
So as you guys like go up, the vineyards lie along the base of the mountain, leading into the Sirios range. The name of the mountains are the Sirios. There are winding cliffs with walkways carved up the sides, buildings and heavy ropes dangling where materials and goods are brought down to the lower elevation or carried up on high, as well as donkeys and horses carrying things up these paths. There are clusters of oddly colored grapevines covering the entire mountainside, which itself has layers of color in the rocks, transitioning from dull gray to bright yellow to a dripping orange, whatever color that means. There are pools of boiling, bubbling hot water emerging in mud bubbles, or in mud bubbles, and the coloration turns blue at the edges. Pretty much like what I said before. Like there's this weird, oily blue color to the mud in the water.
Mhm.
And then at the edge, around the edge are additional grapevines and other strange, odd plants, carefully under watch, very carefully guarded and well manned. A large percentage of the town makes its living, off the vineyards. Okay, yeah. So we got that. So you guys like head up north in search of the mayor's home, and it's not too difficult. You guys kind of head up into the vineyards, and with people are familiar with this area. You ask one person, and they point you in the right direction, and you just will get there through the similar kind of method of like, or ask this person and verify, blah blah blah. You guys arrive outside this really well, built building that looks, posh in this area. Kind of looks. You can imagine if it wasn't raining, it would look a lot nicer. But it looks like where their yard looks like it was well kept is now like flooded with pools of water, where like invading species seem to have emerged with like a plethora of like frogs, and you see like a few turtles like womping around, and you see like a little snake like skitter through the water.
I look over at Razik as we're walking up. Oh yeah, Razik stayed behind him, right? But I look at Eliwick as we're walking up, and I was like, "Look at this shithole. We're gonna make a lot of money." And I walk up and knock on the door.
All right, yeah, you knock, and it takes a little bit, but eventually, a woman opens the door, and she has like white hair, all put up into a bun, and it's a human, and she's wearing like this white blouse with like these frills at the chest and a very ornate necklace, and she says, "May I help you?"
And I say, "Oh, you can indeed, my good lady. Me and my companion here have just recently arrived at your incredibly beautiful town. Um, I needed to speak to the mayor as I may be able to provide a service that would be helpful to all of you.
We may be able to.
We may be able to.
You may refer to me as the Starosta. It's equivalent, but or as you like, Brenna is fine. But
Brenna, yes. Oh, you're Brenna. Pleased to meet you, Brenna.
It's a very pleasure, Starosta Brenna.
I'm sure you accidentally arrived at my door.
Oh no, we were looking for it, but I just didn't realize that it was you. I assumed the mayor would have a servant or somebody else
Doorman.
open the door. Yes, a doorman. Perfect. Thank you, Elliot.
Yes, I may be in charge of this town, but maybe one of these other folks, the ones that actually run the vineyards, they have that kind of thing. But I like to live humbly in my house. And she says that, but her house is pretty extravagant in itself.
And I look at her and I kind of bow and I say, "Oh, a woman after my own heart. That's excellent to hear. Perhaps we can go inside and discuss my offer."
Inside, yes. Get out of this dreariness.
I mean, all this mud and storms, it must be a nightmare.
Yes, it has been quite the burden on our town. As you know, we are a major source of wine for this country.
Ah, I have heard. Have you been to what was the name of that city? The other wine place?
Oh, Phelan.
Phelan. We have just come from Phelan not too long ago and sampled some of their excellent wine there. I look forward to hopefully trying some up here as well.
And she kind of like looks at you. I would refrain from telling the others that. They'll probably think of you as an insider on, looking to manipulate the market.
Oh, I have every intention of manipulating the market, but in your favor, of course.
Sure. That's not my problem anyway.
Of course. No,
what was your claim?
and I'm going to start walking. Is the door open where I can walk in?
Oh, yeah, she already invited you guys in.
Oh, yeah. And I just start walking in down the hallway. And I say, let me ask you. What would it mean to you if somehow I could eliminate these pesky storms?
And she's like, is this a con?
Of course not.
It would mean a lot to this town, but
I mean, it really can't be a con because the storms would stop. Like we can't fake that.
but what if it just goes away and you come back and you're like, oh look, I've saved your town.
Well, that would be a nice coincidence, would it not? Like, how weird would it be when we come in and say, hey, we're going to, stop your storm problem, and then it ends, actually.
What makes you think you can stop this storm?
Listen, what my very tiny friend is trying to tell you is we have come across some information. It's not important how we acquired this information, but we have come across some information that may lead us to the cause of your dreary little town's problems. And we, as helpful and what is that word when you're a helpful citizen? Altruistic individuals that we are, we thought that if we could help you out, perhaps that might be worth something to the town.
Well, what is this information? Maybe if it turns out to be true, and then we can deal with it ourselves, I'll pay you for it afterwards.
Well, as you know, obviously that's not the way this exchange works, but don't you worry, we will handle the problem for you, and it's very valuable information. If you'd like the information instead, we may be able to work something out, but why don't we have a seat and discuss terms?
Okay, No, let's consider this. If what we say it doesn't happen, then you don't lose anything, right? We're just some random people who think we could figure out your problem. And if we figure out your problem, cool. If not, then you're not losing anything. I don't see how there is any situation in which you are getting screwed over.
She kind of
Again,
she like
okay.
squats down to your height, pulling out like her dress from out from under her legs real quick, and she's like, "I'm trying to figure out your guys' angle.
It's really just
Look,
okay.
you're either you know something and you can help, and
We do.
you're offering to help only if I pay. I think there's a word for this.
Kindness, helpfulness, what's other words that I could use? Um,
Just so I know, Heather got disconnected again.
Oh shit!
Um,
um, uh, altruism, really.
it's not altruism because we're asking for payment. So don't
Thank
insult her.
thank you, Eliwick.
You're welcome.
All right, listen. Here's the way it's gonna go. We're gonna handle your stormboard problem. You're gonna pay us. Let's get down to how much you're going to pay us when we solve your problem.
So, you're not gonna ask for any money up front.
No.
No, of course not. We just want to make sure when we solve your problem, that when we get back, we have a payday waiting for us.
She kind of like is biting her lip and looking at you. She's. We are in a state of economic crisis. So yes, this would be extremely beneficial. But I don't trust you, because now, if you do make it stop, how do I know you didn't start it?
Well, I guess you'll
How
never
could you
know.
start a storm? This whole town is underwater. If we were gods that could start this storm, why would we be here? You know?
I don't know. It's how can you stop it? That's the thing. It's a strange thing to say so confidently.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I can stop it but we're gonna try because we have a really good
Eliwick,
footing.
shh.
No, I want to say do a persuasion check.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay. Eh.
Okay. She kind of looks at you. She's like, I believe that. I believe that you don't know if you can stop it. I guess if it stops, come back to me and then we'll talk. But let me explain, just so you understand the devastation that this, and it's not even just, we are plagued right now. The rains, and then the knolls. The rains are fucking up our main source of, economic value. We sell the wines, but right now it's damaging the vineyards. Too much flooding, too much water. It's not producing correctly. And then the gnolls have taken up the mine. I'm sure you saw on your way up here.
We sure did.
That was where we got a lot of our materials for metals and jewels and our gems. So it's fucked our economy quite a bit.
Well, listen, we'll probably solve that problem for you too after this first one, but the Knolls are not our first priority. Just listen, here's how it's gonna go. I can make a deal with you. You can promise me a large sum of money after I solve your problem, and I can tell everyone that you hired us to go solve the storm problem. You can be a hero, everyone will love you. Or I can go one of the owners of the vineyards, have them pay us a large sum of money, and when we come back, we'll tell them that they were the ones that hired us to solve the problem, and they can be heroes.
Roll
It's up to you.
a persuasion check with advantage.
I really should have given myself more persuasion.
Christopher was your persuasive guy, but he
Yes,
was like,
I know. 13.
13. She's like, no, okay. I will. Here, I've hired you guys. You're officially under my name. Um, let me write up some papers. I'll sign it saying that you're investigating the storm. And, yeah, and we'll work something out at the end.
That sounds excellent. Pleasure doing business with you.
And,
We
go on,
wait for
sorry.
papers. I was gonna say we're gonna wait for papers
She-
to be signed.
She turns around, and then you guys feel a tremor. The earth shakes again, and you hear as like the door jamb rattles and the chandelier ding 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 ding, and it stops. She like puts her hand on the wall. She's like, "Welcome to Gamorta," and she continues forward.
As she's walking away, I just say, imagine how happy the people will be with the person that solves this problem.
And of course, Razig and is Strixia back? I'm sorry.
No,
No.
Trixie said that if their internet doesn't come back on in a bit, they'll probably just be done for the night.
Oh no. If Strixia can stay. Shit. Did she say something in the chat?
Yeah. In
Okay,
what is it?
I can't.
It's
hear.
in the voice chat discussion.
Do you have a phone? Yeah. And my internet's down for some reason. I have a phone and internet though. I'm going to wait and see. I have not got the next week. Oh. Okay. I didn't see that. Okay. Good to know. But there's a. Yeah. I'm gonna cut to Razig real quick. And
Okay.
what were you doing, Razig?
After they left, I was gonna tell Esmeralda, I'm gonna go out and do something real quick. He's gonna head out towards just like out of town a little bit, just enough where it won't be easy to observe him, but somewhere where it's overlooking town.
Okay. You start to head out into like that's kind of close to you to the. It's still heading towards the mountains, but there's some hills still before. And you notice that there is this like one little building out that seems to be separated. And what's strange is that there's this black dirt in a circle about 100 feet around the whole thing. And then you're like, oh, that's strange, kind of like as you're making your way. But then you see as like what looks like this black jet of water shoots out from the top, and you're like, that's where all that came from. And it kind of like a geyser, and it sprays down. But you keep moving and do what you're gonna do.
Once he's at the top of the hill, he's going to look around. Is it relatively visible right now? And like, is it dark at this point?
Oh, I would say it's like later afternoon, but it's cloudy all the time. It's kind of hard to tell the time of day. So it's pretty dark,
Razzy's going to lay down on the ground.
especially because there's mountains to the
And-
west.
How do I want to do this? He's going to summon, or he's going to use the spell Silent Image,
Okay.
and he's going to make whatever in his Razig's mind looks like a giant storm bird. And that takes up the full 15 by 15 foot cube.
Yeah.
He's gonna have it float in the. It's gonna have him sit on the ground, like kind of just sitting there like a giant ass raven.
Okay.
And Razig is going to then use. I wonder if I have that spell. Let me check that real quick. He's going to go and just use his normal lightning breath, which I'm hoping makes a pretty good noise.
Okay.
He's just going to shoot the lightning straight up into the air and have it make it look like the bird's shooting the lightning.
All right.
And after a little bit, he's going to have the bird seem like it's disappearing into the distance.
Okay. Two things: roll an intelligence check and a persuasion check. Well, I don't know if persuasion would do it. Performance? Yeah, do that. Those two.
Intelligence.
Okay, and the intelligence check will determine something. Oof. Okay. So you're gonna roll.
Can I use inspiration?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Okay. use inspiration. And that's plus 10 or just take advantage.
It's if you take advantage, you have to roll again. Because we're not gonna like seeing
Okay,
it
I'll
when you're
roll.
using.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I agree. I'll roll again.
Okay. Nice. Good roll.
Okay,
17.
then persuasion.
Okay, yeah. So this will give you advantage on your persuasion check because you rolled a 17. Or your performance. Wrong one anyway.
Fuck it, A. Nah, it would have been the same roll.
Oh, they're negative one.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
No one
The
saw it.
intelligence check was to see if you can make it look like a perception trick, like almost like you're trying to make an optical illusion of size, right? So you did that, and that would have enhanced your performance of acting it out, but you did, normal performance. Okay, so you do that. Purpose?
Then afterwards, he's just gonna turn into like, for purpose, just
intent.
make it look like there's a giant bird out there.
Okay.
Give a little bit more credence to there's a giant bird out there.
Okay, fair enough. All right, works for me.
Then he's gonna just disguise himself to blend in with the area and sneak off, and make his way back to the inn after disappearing for a little bit.
Yeah, it works just fine. All right, so you make it back to the inn, and Eliwick and Razig, you guys.
So as soon as she walks away, I say, "Well, that was easy. Wonder how much the wineries are gonna pay us."
You don't have to be so mean. Like, I'm sure there
Mean?
could have been a nice, less direct way. Like, it didn't have to be as a, this is what we're going to do if you like it or not. Because,
Eliwick, I was trying to be all sly about it, but I decided that the direct approach was the best way to go in that moment.
she's a desperate woman. Our town's on the brink of despair. She would have, like, now she just thinks that we're mean and that we're bullies and that we're going to be like, I'm gonna protect, you have to pay me to protect you from me type of thing. I don't know.
No, I agree, Eliwick, but I see no problem with that. When we play the vineyards against each other, maybe we'll try to be nicer.
What are we doing against for the vineyards?
Well, of course we're going to go talk to the owners of the vineyards and offer them the same deal.
What? We just offered that to the mayor. Why are you trying to be like whoever pays us the most? That's not how it works. I did not consent to this tomfoolery.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's still the plan, though. Because then, here, listen. If we talk to each of them, when we come back, we can use the situation to our advantage. And it might even help me with the guy back in Phelan. He wanted to get into this town, and I can tell the vineyard guys that I came with him, like he sent me up here, and then they won't want him to take over here, and so they'll pay us even more money.
So are you keeping it separate from the
Listen.
storm?
We're just gonna go get everyone to offer to pay us to solve the problem that we're gonna go solve anyways. That way, when we come back, we have leverage with everyone. I feel like Eliwick's just looking at me with her mouth hanging open, like,
Yeah, it really is. Like, she's forming a plan and she's deciding if she wants to do her plan or not right now. So she's gonna like kind of keep her mouth shut at this point, and I'm gonna message the DM.
Yeah, that works. All right. So you guys, she comes back in and she hands you guys these 2 papers signed with her name, and sealed with like this wax seal.
and I take it and I say, pleasure doing business with you. When we come back and have solved your problems, I'll look forward to reviewing these with you.
And just so you know, I heard everything. But it, whatever. Just don't make it difficult for me. Understand?
I
If you get them to pay you money for solving this problem, that's fine. As long as everything gets back up and running, sunshine and rainbows. Literally.
absolutely.
Yeah, next time, step outside.
I was like out of character. I would definitely not be like saying that super loud where she
I'm
could
sure
hear it.
you
Like,
weren't, but she just was listening at the door, waiting, and then came in once you were done talking.
well,
She was eavesdropping. She already
Yeah,
doesn't trust you guys.
I get it. That's fine.
Bow, bow. Alright.
I am definitely, by the way, going to go. I have a whole plan with the wine people. Remember how? Because I'm guessing we're not going to do it tonight, but I want to tell you so you can remind me, because I might forget by the next thing, and I'm hoping you remember. My plan is remember the head wine guy from Phelan?
Yep, Soliva.
Yeah, he wanted like an inn to get up here.
Yeah, he wanted, because he wanted land, not specifically here, he wanted land to build his own out here in Dwendalian Empire, to be a competitor with them. But
Yeah,
there's a
well-
whole thing because of the wars and the fact that they have an alliance, but they're not committing to the war, because what's happening is the Menagerie Coast is being pulled in two directions, one by
Yeah.
Jorhas and one by the Dwendalian Empire. But because of that, they're not allowed to put land in unless they made like a deal. There would be more stuff happening between the two.
Of course, but like, let's say that I was able to convince one of these wineries
Mhm.
to give me land out here, or like one of their orchards or something like that, as payment for solving this problem. Then I could offer that back to that guy.
So it would still be like he wouldn't be able to put the wine under his name still.
Okay,
You know
so
what I
then
mean?
I use that winery up here,
Yeah.
and they operate like he owns that winery, but they operate independently, like under the table, but they're
Yeah, it
actually
would
working for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that I want to do.
Okay.
You know how Delvin is. That's how he thinks. And if I have to go on this, he now has like a mission. He's like, oh shit, I can actually do something that I'll enjoy while I'm up here.
It works.
Yeah.
All right. So you
Because-
guys
yeah.
leaving this area?
I mean, we would leave the mayor's house for sure, and Delvin would be like, okay, let's go find some of the vineyard owners and stuff like that.
Do you guys want to wrap up here? Because it's getting close to 10:30.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of. I figured that would be a good stopping point, because otherwise it would be a ton of role playing of just talking
Yeah,
to vineyard
yeah.
people.
And I figured if we got this part settled, and yeah, we can move on.
And Poe will be back hopefully for next session, and she can help me
Yeah,
or
that's exactly.
distract me. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Alright.
distracts me?
Then fade to black. Roll credits. No cliffhanger.
You
I'm
just
sorry.
you see as most of the time Delvin was just like not that super happy to be here, but after this conversation he's all shoulders back, like all happy walking down the road. Like I might like this town.
Sorry. I was on mute.
No worries.
Yeah. So, you said the tone was weird?
Yeah, it was just like
Is it because so much stuff is happening?
well, it's just like
It
it was a lot more serious last session,
Yeah.
and then this one seemed like remember when we first got to Phelan and it
Uh-huh.
was just like kind of like rambunctious and like we
Yeah.
weren't taking anything seriously. It felt more like that session than it had been for the last couple of sessions.
Wait.
Not and when I say not taking things seriously, I don't mean that in a bad way.
No.
I mean we were all like playing around a lot
Yeah,
in
you
this
said.
session.
Oh, in this session? Yeah, but that's perfect. Dude, that's
Yeah.
D&D for you.
That's definitely what I was going for.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I,
it's just-
this is fun for me too, but it probably, I don't know if the tone is all over the place, but also keep in mind I had to throw in like Cirxia coming back
Mhm.
all of a sudden,
Well,
so I had to be like,
for
okay,
sure.
so that probably like makes it wiggly waggly. But there's a lot of shit going on in this town, and clearly yeah.
Yeah, nothing. I wasn't when I said the tone was different. I
Uh-huh.
didn't mean in any kind of negative way. It's just like I was commenting on the difference
Mhm.
and this is why I love D&D. That like our last session, we were fighting and it was kind of like serious, and we had
Yeah.
that serious conversation with Poe and all that stuff, and our friends were gone. And
That's
then this
true, huh?
session, we
You guys
get
were
to
fighting.
town and there's tentacles coming out of a crystal, and
Yeah,
I
that's
get to
true.
be drunk at the beginning, and it was fun.
Yeah. Ah, did you hear that?
Easy.
We all fall asleep, pass out in a fucking stupor.
Freaking Delvin made out with Warden.
Hell yeah. Best scene
Nice
ever.
and sloppy too.
We need fan art.
Oh, for sure. And he was like all up in it. He was really getting some Warden love.
Oh. Warden is happy about it, that's for sure.
Time for a new commission, Adam.
I really like
Ah,
this town too. Like, it's got
Like-
more depth than I think any of the other places you've been to.
and then the other thing that I loved about this session is the music you have playing
Uh-huh.
is so like subdued and kind of like melancholy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we're all happy, like, oh yeah, I love the dog, I love this freaking. Yeah,
Well,
it
I
was
mean,
funny.
you guys are inside. I think I had different music for inside. I just forgot.
Yeah,
Radiation without, or maybe I didn't. Chamber.
it totally worked. It's like a perfect like it makes the town feel dreary
Yeah, because
But
it's wet and rainy.
because it is like
Yeah.
this town is dreary. Like
But it's mostly
Yeah.
just so you guys can hear the rain and remember that it's constantly raining. So I'm not like, and it's raining, and it's raining.
no,
and
it
it's
totally.
raining."
I think it was perfect because it gave me a like a when I was outside in my mind, I could feel the kind of oppressive kind of weather
Yeah.
and like that. It's even in the daytime, it's not sunny, so it totally worked
Yeah,
to
I
set
needed that.
for the setting.
Wow.
That was a fun session, Adam. I actually really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, me too. I was pretty happy with it. I didn't go into it like I was like fuck, and then when it started, I was like, okay, I got this.
Yeah.
I got this.
Well,
I had
nice.
like a little warm up with Heather because I had her like I wrote a script and then had her make a choice at the end again. And it's not like she didn't make a new deal, by the way, just to verify. It was a commitment essentially, just like, hey, you're gonna do this, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But it was more threatening and crazy.
Look, I have to tell you.
I didn't record it, so I can give you guys a copy of what happened, so you guys can.
Okay. Just so that we'll
Also-
know.
Oh, don't. Are you stopping the record right now?
Yeah, the end.